on the kicking tee here at the Recreation Ground. 6 games in the Championship this afternoon, just the one last night. Toulouse beat Batley. I'm just waiting, I think, for everything to clear. Referee James Vella is just holding his arm out. The Australian is the man in the middle this afternoon. I'm still just waiting. I'm not 100% sure what for. I think we're just waiting for all the clearing of the mascots. Both Kells and Wafbro have had their sides down this afternoon. Have been mascots for both sides entering the fray, and we're now underway here at the Recreation Ground. Carter with the kickoff, collected on the full by Louis Jouffre, and then it was Leroyer, the man to fetch it forward. The two Frenchies combining in the early stages, and the ball's been lost. Fantastic work there from Whitehaven in the early stages. This may be a dead rubber, but it looks like they are wanting to go out on top, and exactly how you want to start, Marc Shackley.
Yeah, great kick from Jake, put them under pressure. Leroyer took it from the back line, Jordan. Whitehaven had 4 or 5 tackles in there, dragging him back 5, and the impact on the floor has released the ball, so Whitehaven in a good position now. They're 10 out from the Kells end, Jordan. They look like they're up for it today.
Certainly do, the Whitehaven, so it'll be scrum down, head and feed to Whitehaven following that error in the early stages from the Frenchman Kevin Leroyer, and Hannigan will be the man to feed the scrum. As Shacks has pointed out, they're attacking the Kells, and they're going to come left. Carter into the hands out the back, comes across to Ollie Smart. Smart's going to be the man that's wrapped up 3 or 4 metres out of Whitehaven here. We've only just ticked over into the second minute. Newton comes right into the hands of Lucas Castle. Castle then taken down just to the left hand side of the posts. Newton going to go right into the middle with Carter, then comes across to Hannigan, comes across to Corkill. Corkill with a little fumble there from the former Barrow Raider, and it's a fumble each for both sides, and we're going to come back to a scrum down to the Panthers on this occasion. 90 seconds gone.
Yeah, Joe, I thought that Whitehaven had some nice shape there, going left to right, and Rio overrun the ball, I think, and he bounced off his chest and hit the Halifax playing. Whitehaven has built up possession on the first attack, but hopefully we can have a good defensive set here and keep Halifax in their own half.
So the Panthers will take the time in forming the scrum. Probably a little bit shell-shocked by having to defend so quickly in the early stages, especially so close to the line, but it'll be Joe Keys to feed the scrum. Comes right then, and it's Zach McComb is the man that's going to be put down on the Haven 20. O'Brien will be the man in at dummy half. Now, Batty G, I think, was the man to fetch it forward. Just double checking there. Continue to come forward now. Adam Tangati was named the Panthers star man at their presentation evening on Friday night. Goes left into the hands of Jouffre. Finds now Ben Hersey, of course, had a couple of games here for Whitehaven earlier in the campaign before being recalled after the deadline by the Panthers. Leroyer will be the man to take them over halfway. Newton, Castle and Hartley all involved in that tackle. It's the 5 and last. Going to come right and into the hands of Keys. Keys will put it, kick down the middle. It's going to come off the knee of Dean Gebby initially, but it bounces for the Papua New Guinean. He'll try and find broken field, and he's lost it there, and it'll be accidental offside. But of course, it's still a penalty these days. It used to previously be a scrum, but it's now going to be, as it come off, he just tried to bump the man off into contact. Yeah, and it is a penalty these days because Will Evans caught the ball offside. Penalty to the Panthers.
Yeah, really unlucky there by Gebby. He picked the ball up well from a spiral. Jordan looked like attack, but Joe Keys went in defending it, ripped the ball out on him, and unfortunately Will Evans is there to catch it.
So comes right into the hands now with Leroyer. Leroyer will be put down onto his back. 15 metres out are the Panthers in line with the right hand side post, attacking the railway end. We're going to have a stoppage here. Leroyer, I think he's
caught him high there.
Yeah, he's struggling to get up there. Lucas Castle put his arm out straight away, has to apologise. It's Tangata now, and Tangata's going to be stopped 7-8 metres out in the shadows of the sticks here at the Recreation Ground. O'Brien's going to come right from dummy half. The Jouffre comes out the back to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall steps inside, and he's over. Is the Jamaican international. They're over in the early stages, just into the 4th minute here at the Recreation Ground, and the Panthers take the lead. It's Woodburn Hall's 12th for the season. Haven 0, Panthers 4.
Yeah, Joe, it was too easy there, just from our own mistake. Our first defensive set, we were defending the back. I didn't think Whitehaven got off the line at all then for defensively, and he just stepped back on inside. Woodburn Hall, he's known for that, Jordan. He scored easy. 12th
try of the season for the Jamaican international, as you mentioned, Shacks. All comes from the error. You know, Jonty Gawley said it so often. Carl Amore's even said it since he's come in, that own worst enemy at times, and conceding them sort of possession, giving that possession away, and them sort of them sort of positions, it comes back and bite you.
Yeah, especially when you go up against a team like this, Joe, that Halifax have got some superstars in there who can hurt you, and that's what they're doing. It just shows how Halifax made their mistake, and we were down there and we couldn't compete and score, and Halifax come up the other end and they do it. They make us punish as soon as we make a mistake, and that's what we need to get out of if we want to compete at this level.
You mentioned superstars. There's one sitting alongside us, isn't there? Yeah, he's not playing this afternoon. Gareth Widdop come out of retirement, not playing this afternoon, but has made the journey up to Cumbria. Of course, the former NRL winner and England international, as Jufre knocks over the conversion, the 2 points. The course, the former Whitehaven man had 2 spells here at the recreation ground. Halifax 6, Whitehaven 0, and I think that is going to be the first score around Rugby League this afternoon. Just the other games that are going on, Barrow and Widnes, Bradford and Swinton, them two. Obviously the Raiders and Swinton going for that final, or trying to avoid that final relegation playoff place. Dewsbury and Sheffield, Wakefield and Doncaster, York Knights and Featherstone, Toulouse and Batley played last night. And the only other game around Rugby League this afternoon is in League One, the playoff between Rochdale and Hunslet. Them two sides met a couple of weeks ago. Rochdale got the victory on that occasion. Hunslet beat Midlands last week. Back underway. Kickoff's collected on the full, and the Panthers man will fetch it forward. He's going to be wrapped up sort of 20 metres out. O'Brien, relying in weight at dummy half, goes left then to Leroyer, who's nearly through there. Is Leroyer, but brought down. Hannigan and Evans in defence, going to look to go down the short side once more. Ed Barber on that side will be the man to fetch it forward. 5 short of halfway. Comes back towards the middle now with Keys. Keys obviously up once and twice, then comes out the back to Woodburn Hall, then comes across to McComb. McComb's looking to try and get inside there of Ollie Smart, but he's fetched down alongside Jake Carter. Dewfrey's going to dive in at dummy half, goes left to Keys. Keys pops it up then to Adam Tangata. He's going to be stopped by Newton and Tier. It's the 5 and last, but they're 35 metres out now. The Panthers from the Whitehaven line. Keys' kick will go up, it's just end over end. Quite a little bit of the wind. Papua New Guinea and Gebbie catches it on the full, and he's going to be wrapped up, taken down, trying to get a fast play of the ball, 23 metres away from his own line. Evans is now the man to fetch it forward here for Whitehaven. The Welsh internationals wrapped up. He's been named in the Welsh squad for the end of season internationals for John Keir's side. Joey Romeo now, the Australian, will be the man to fetch it forward. Just over their own 40 here to Whitehaven. Newton lining weight to dummy half. King in the middle, comes out the back then to Carter. Got numbers here to Whitehaven. Tia's just going to elect to fetch it forward himself. Performed well in the back row over the last few weeks, as needs must have been for Whitehaven. Newton in at dummy half. Carter pops it up to King. That left knee heavily strapped, but he's put down onto his front. 33 metres out. It's the 5 and last, goes right to Hannigan. Hannigan gets it up, and it'll be Charlie Graham underneath that. Graham does get round Rio Corkhill, but then he's going to be wrapped up. Evans gets involved, Hannigan was involved, Rio Corkhill heads some complete the tackle, 10 metres out.
Yeah, great set from Whitehaven, Joe. That's the first one we've completed, and we've took Halifax down to the 10. It's got a good defensive set now, Joe, and hopefully keep them down here. I think they've started well, Whitehaven, but I think Halifax look good as well. They're looking like they're throwing it battle lot, Joe, today.
Keys in at dummy half. Saltonstall comes in off the wing to try and take his side forward. O'Brien will put himself in at dummy half. Goes then towards the middle with Tangata, just goes left. Was an opportunity out the back, but just played it short. And the Panthers man's going to be wrapped up 30 metres out. O'Brien's in at dummy half. Looked to scoot because there was only one marker in there, and has made 20 metres, then broke through the gap. Got Jeffrey on his left, Tangata on his right, and has to take it himself there. There's Joey Romeo, and he's going to take it down. And this should be a 6 again, surely. You know, James Vella said it is going to be the 5 and last. Comes right to Keys. Keys then looking for the chip over the top, and he's able to recover and take that ball on the top there. Over the top is Joey Romeo, and he'll be taken down 10 metres out. Initially thought the Panthers potentially could have had a 6 again.
Yeah, a bit of smart hooker play there by O'Brien. Seeing Newt was stuck by and King was laid back, and he went behind him and pushed through, and Joey took O'Brien then, and it suddenly he made the tackle and got back for the kick as well. It was great play by Joey.
Ollie Smart, I think, is the man to fetch it forward, coming from the centre here. As the Rhinos Academy player, Bobby Hartley now will continue to come forward, his fellow Rhinos Academy teammate. Hold down just short of his own 30. Hannigan comes right now into the hands of Rio Corkhill. The Nigerian international brought down on the 5 and last, 10 short of halfway. Pass comes from Hannigan to Carter. Carter will get the kick away. and it's going to be collected on the full by Woodburn Hall, who's very happily able to throw it 20 plus metres into the hands of Saltonstall. Saltonstall will be the man to fetch it forward, and he's taken down 33 metres away from his own line.
It looks like Halifax winning an energy battle, but Joe, I think they're running a lot harder and they're playing the ball a lot faster and they're defending a lot more. I think Halifax have come here today for a training session. To be fair, there's no pressure on them now. The season's done, so they've come with a smile on their face and ready to play.
Charlie Graham will be the man now to fetch it forward for the Panthers. Just over halfway. O'Brien in a dummy half, going to look to go down the short side. He scooted himself, then coming laterally now, gets it into the hands of Leroy, who gets it across to Matty G. Loose forwards taken down by Jake Carter. 32 metres out. Scoots from dummy half once again, does Adam O'Brien. He's made 8-9 metres before being taken down. It's the 5 and last in the centre of the field. Keys has dived in a dummy half, comes right to Jufrey. Puts a little neat kick forward as Jufrey, and Callum Shaw has to dive on it, and he's going to play this ball a metre out from his own line.
Yeah, I think O'Brien's getting a foot in the game now, Joe. He's making a lot of yards around 9 and going off the quick play the balls on.
Johnny Romeo's being pushed back behind the try line there. They were that close. It was always going to be tough for the Australian to fetch it out, and the force the goal line drop out have the Panthers. 10.5 gone, still Fax 6, Haven 0.
Whitehaven need to start slowing it down, Joe. I think O'Brien's getting a lot of joy around now, leaving bodies on the floor, and he's going for 10-20 metres, and he's got plenty of push around him, and Whitehaven can't cope at the moment. I think they're going to have to start slowing it down, take the time to this drop out, Joe, and hopefully a big defensive set, and hopefully Halifax make a mistake somewhere.
Drop out comes from Carter. Woodburn Hall collects it on the full, just over halfway. Leroy will be the man to fetch it forward. Hartley, Newton and King all involved in that tackles. Leroy has taken down 31 metres away from the Whitehaven line. Comes right now into the hands of Matty G, and G takes the ball up in contact. Castle, Hartley and Tia all involved in the tackle. 20 metres out are the Panthers. O'Brien goes left into the hands of Keys, comes back out to Jufrey. Jufrey then finds Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall with a dummy, and he's going to be over for his second of the afternoon on the left hand side. It's his 13th of the season. It's his second of the afternoon. See that so often from Woodburn Hall. We've just seen it on the right hand side of the field, we've now seen it on the left. Panthers 10, Haven 0.
Yeah, Joe, I think Halifax have come here to play today, Joe. No pressure on them today. It's the last hit out of the season, and they've had a tough season like Welling, but they've come here to play, and they're throwing it about, and they're through like shape there, right to left, and that Woodburn ball's out the back again, and that inside step, and our sliding defence can't get him, and he's went over in the corner, Joe. He looks really good.
He certainly does. He's been a mainstay of this Panthers side for the last few seasons as James Woodburn Hall, and he's gone over, as I mentioned there, for his 13th of the season. Just ticked over into the 13th minute. See if there's any scores from elsewhere. Barrows took an early 2-0 lead at home to Widnes. Wakefield is 6-0 up against Doncaster. York 0, Featherstone 6. Yeah, I was just about to say, the BBC Sport website was telling me Rochdale were 5-0 up. Didn't realise they were playing Rugby Union, but they've got it as 6-0 when I click on that. So it looks like Rochdale have taken an early lead as well at Scotland. But back here at the recreation ground, Whitehaven 0, Halifax 10, and Jufrey will be looking to add the extras once more. Of course, formerly of this parish, had 2 spells here with Whitehaven. Made his debut in that summer bash game at Blackpool against, you'd have been in the Workington side that day, were you?
Yeah, I think we won that one, George.
I think you did, as Workington that day, yeah. I think Whitehaven took an early, was it 18-20 point lead, and Town had come back.
Yeah, we come back and win that day, yeah. It was a good day.
Behave yourself, eh? Jufrey's not been able, his conversion attempt hit the near left hand side post and has been waved away. So it's Fax 10, Whitehaven 0. Notice I don't introduce you as the former Workington player, I introduce you as the former Whitehaven captain. Have that cap on this afternoon,
the last one.
But yeah, it is here. Halifax 10, Whitehaven 0, and of course he come back in that 2021 season as well, and he was absolutely magical in that run to the playoffs in 2021, Louis, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think this year as well, Halifax, and last year he's been amazing for them as well. Every time Halifax do well, I see Louis' name at thing, and he's a great bloke as well to have around, and when he was with those, Jordy's a real good player.
Kickoff has gone out on the full. I was just making me notes, but I can tell you could tell straight away from the groans of Marc Shackley alongside me, it's going to be a penalty here for the Panthers.
Heads have gone down a little bit, Jordan, now. I think they're feeling fed up already.
It's not the position you want to be in as you're about to tick over into the 15th minute. Keys will bang this ball into touch, and it's going to be the Panthers that'll start 30 metres away from the Whitehaven line, and Charlie Graham eventually gets the ball to him. He passes it inside the bar, but he'll take the tap and then fetch it forward himself. well led by Liam Finn's side. They're only 20 metres out here. Of course, a final game in charge for Liam Finn this afternoon. He'll take over the assistant coach's role alongside Luke Robinson at Huddersfield next year. With Matty G's now the man to fetch it forward, wrapped up 11 metres out in line with the left hand side post here are the Panthers. BBC Radio Cumbria Sports Online comes right into the hands of Jufrey, comes out the back to Woodburn Hall, and he could have gone himself. He's found McCoon will be the man that's wrapped up. He actually says sorry to Saltonstall on this right hand side because he knows he probably could have been there as well. There was options all over the place. Jufrey's in a dummy half, comes left to Keys then just offers it up to Tangata, and he's put down onto his back in line with the left hand side post. At 5 metres out here are the Panthers, still with plenty of tackles in the bank as well. O'Brien's going to go left into the hands of the Keys. Will Evans dives out to the line, wrapped up by Lachlan Hannigan. It's the 5 and last. It was Ben Hersey that was wrapped up. Still the 5 and last, looking to go down the short side, and they're able to get in that left hand side corner. It's Charlie Graham on his 16th appearance of the season. It's his 11th try. He's been quite prolific this season, Haslam Winger, when he has been in this Panthers side. It's the 3rd try of the afternoon. We're not even 16 full minutes gone here at the recreation ground, and it is now Panthers 14, Whitehaven 0.
Too easy, Joe, too easy. Short side play. I think it was even 2-on-2, and I think Gebbies went off the interception, and the winger's got it, and he's got it over in the corner, Joe. I think Halifax looked good with the ball. I think Woodall and Burl could have scored the play below, but he slipped and he didn't make the right choice. But no, Halifax looked good. I think Whitehaven starting to slow them down, getting bodies in the tackle, and really slow them down, Joe, make it messy for them.
You mentioned it looks like the Panthers have come here to play, and you mentioned as well, Shacks, it's starting to look like a bit of an attack versus defence training session out there.
Yeah, it's hard to say how Halifax have had a bad season, Joe, watching them here. They look really good with the ball in hand, don't they, and all the troubles they've been through.
I've seen them 3 times this season. They dominated Whitehaven in a cup tie. They come back and dominated the second half when Whitehaven had taken a half-time lead when they played them at Wakefield. And then I'm seeing them this afternoon as Jufrey knocks over the conversion from out wide. And you look and you think, how are you in the position you're in? Because every time I've seen them, they've dominated this Whitehaven side.
Yeah, they've looked really good, Joe. They're really good. And looking at this team, Jordan, the team sheet, there's some real good players in there. Should be competing and being high in that championship. They should be looking at the playoffs with this kind of team every week.
Halifax 16, Whitehaven 0. BBC Radio Cumbria Sports Online. Barrow's doing what they need to do. They're 8-0 up at home to Widnes to avoid that playoff. So it'll be Swinton as it stands in that relegation playoff in 2 weeks' time, as Tangata runs the ball forward from the kick-off. Powerful runner is Adam Tangata. He's another one that's been a mainstay this Halifax side for the last few seasons. Try score to Charlie Graham. Now comes in off the wing to take this ball forward. He's taken down by 3 Whitehaven defenders, 27-28 metres away from their own line. Into the middle now with Matty G. G pushes off Newton, tries to spin out the tackle, but T is able to hold on and fetch G down, but he's made 15 metres there and just short of his own 40. Leroy spin, gets out on, sidesteps 1, sidesteps 2. You're not going to get away from Jake Carter, but he's over the halfway line as Ollie Smart helps him complete that tackle there as well. O'Brien goes left to Keys. Keys dummies once, dummies twice, and nearly through there. He's Keys and just taken down Curtis Tia once more, who's in there. It's the 5 and last, 40 metres out. Jufrey is going to look for the little chip over the top, and it's found 10 metres out. And that is a passage of play where Whitehaven haven't touched the ball. They've conceded 2 tries, and they're going to be forced to scrum 10 metres out, Marc Shackley.
Yeah, Halifax aren't making mistakes today, Joe. It's a real good set from there, from returning the ball from kick-off. They've went nearly enough 90 metres, kicking the corner. Whitehaven are right back on the back foot now, and they look tired by Whitehaven now. I think the season's going to catch up on them with the injuries and players down, and a lot of fed-up guys there, but they're going to have to dig in, Joe. It's going to be a long day for them.
Bradford 6, Swinton 0, Dewsbury 6, Sheffield 0. Newton in a dummy half as Callum Shaw plays the ball. Ollie Smart is the man to fetch it forward. He's the 41st player to play for Whitehaven so far this season. When Kellett and Buckley come off the bench, they'll become the 42nd and 43rd respectively. Joey Romeo is going to be wrapped up now in at centre field, 23 metres away from his own line. Newton's in there at dummy half, goes right to King, who finds a Dean Gebby. Gebby's going to try and find some spaces to Papua New Guinea, but he's lost the ball in contact there, and it's going to be ruled a knock on. Initially I heard the whistle go off. It potentially could have been, you thought a penalty might have been coming, but it was the right decision from referee James Vella. And Whitehaven, architects of their own downfall once more, losing the ball in possession in their own half, about to tick over into the 20th minute. It's 16-0 to the Panthers. Yeah,
it looked like Gibby tried to offload it there, forcing it, and Whitehaven are going to do that because they're chasing the game, Joe, but they need to start completing, get 5 sets complete, kicking. Just worry about defending and keep Halifax, try and get back in the arm wrestle, and then we can force our hand once we get a foothold back into it.
So the Panthers will have head and feet at the scrum. 35 metres out, comes right from the base into the hands of Jufre. Jufre then finds Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall's going to try and get inside of Ollie Smart, but isn't able to, and it'll be Callum Shaw who completes the tackle one-on-one. Just pushing him back here is Shaw. Jufre is in it, dummy half, goes left, then into the hands of Connor Davies. And Davies will be the man that's wrapped up. Of course, had his twin brother Curtis here on loan a couple of seasons ago, did Whitehaven from Workington. Goes left now into the hands of Keys. Keys comes across then to Ben Hersey, and Hersey's trying to get out of the tackle, but he's going to be hauled down, but he's only 2 or 3 metres away. Here is Hersey. Jufre's in at dummy half, comes right then into the hands of Keys and now finds Leroy. Leroy's put down onto his front, 8 metres out, in line with the left hand side post, attacking the railway end, goes left into the hands of Jufre, and looking for the interception there was Will Evans, and it's hit the Panthers man. And I think we are going to see come back knock on for the scrum down as Hersey touches the ball down as it was a loose pass. But it's going to be scrum down head and feet to the Panthers, but continue to look dangerous as Liam Finn's Halifax.
That could have easily been another try there, Joe. I think Will Evans has looked up and tried to solve it himself by going for the interception. If that went to hands, it was another walk over for them. And Whitehaven are like that now. I think that they're struggling, Joe. They need to get back into the arm wrestle. Just completely set now, deep kick and try and defend, keep Halifax in their half. That's going to be a long day.
So the Panthers, Whitehaven will have the scrum. Comes right now into the hands of Will Evans. And he's going to be 5, 6, 7 metres, most of them post contact really there for Will Evans. Hannigan's in a dummy half, into the middle now with Lucas Castle. Australian puts his head down, and his 3 Halifax Panthers defenders would immediately around him, but he's done well to stay on his feet. Plays the ball just a metre short of his own 30. He comes across then to Bobby Hartley. Hartley comes back into the middle. He's gone backwards, is Hartley. 10 metres out short, or 10 metres short of halfway. Newton in a dummy half in the middle of the field, going to go right then into the hands of Hannigan. Comes across then to a Dean Gebby. Certainly something there from Whitehaven. The Gebby's coming in off the wing to try and take Whitehaven forward. Corkill now, but he'll throw the dummy there, and he found Tangata that fell for it, but it wasn't enough for the Halifax defenders to break the line. Then it's 5 and last, 43 metres out from the Halifax line, goes right into the hands of Hannigan. Hannigan puts it end over end, it's high up in the sky. Charlie Graham's going to be underneath it, but completes the tackle, or knocks him over, does Dean Gebby, and Evans complete the tackle.
I don't think Halifax have made a mistake this game, Joe. I think they've completed every set and they're running well. Everything's going for them. I think Whitehaven need that bit of luck. I think they need Halifax to slip up somewhere, because they're getting nothing at the moment. Halifax are just completing away. When they get in good shape, they're scoring. Saltonstall,
the man to fetch it forward. He's going to be taken down 23 metres away from his own line. McComb now, I think, will be the man to fetch it forward. Put down onto his back, just over his own 30. O'Brien in at dummy half, goes left, looking for the early 40-20, or if it's a 20-40, it won't be a 20-40, and it won't be a 40-20. The angle isn't going to be just right, but Joey Romeo's happy to allow that to go out, and Whitehaven are looking to make a change here. It'll be Mackenzie Buckley getting ready to come onto the field. He'll become the 42nd player that Whitehaven choose this season.
Yeah, I think they need refresh, Joe, but the options are limited on the bench today, aren't they? I think so. They're going to have to do it tough. I think there's a few sore bodies out there already, Joe, a few tired bodies, but they can do now with the break, and just hopefully they've got the ball back now. They can start completing and getting the kicks long in.
And Bradford 10-0 up at home to Swinton, so that's definitely helping the Raiders' course. And Dewsbury 12-0 up at home to Sheffield. It's Mackenzie Buckley has come on the field to replace Lucas Castle, just trying to turn the tide a little bit there. Romeo will be the man to fetch it forward now. Coming forward is the fullback, put down onto his back, 30 metres out. Newton lining weight, goes right into the hands then of Will Evans. Put down onto his front is Evans, and just short of the 40 metre line. On it actually when he plays the ball. King then comes and finds Buckley, runs hard, does the Saints youngster, finds his front and trying to get a fast play of the ball, slowed down slightly by the Panthers defence. Goes right now into the hands of Hannigan. Hannigan looked nearly through a gap there, tried to get around Louis Jufre, but he's pulled down. Whitehaven, it is the 5 and last, 28 metres out, comes left to Carter. Carter puts the kick, it's just going to hold up in the wind slightly. Woodburn Hall needs to get there and takes it on the full there, does Woodburn Hall, and he's nearly through, and it's just held on to by James Newton. So it reveals something you didn't want to see and gives it a cheeky slap, does James Newton.
Yeah, he caught it well with the ball there. I thought it was away, but Newton's got a hand to him and got his shorts down, and I think he took a dive for it before they all come down, Jordan.
Yeah, thankfully it was the back end and not the front end that was revealed. That's all we'll say. It's now McComb the man to fetch it forward. And McComb will take the Panthers over the halfway line here. Smart, Carter and Hartley all involved in the tackle. McComb plays the ball, goes left from Saltonstall, who dived in at dummy half. Keys just pops it up then to Tangata. Tangata nearly through Bobby Hartley, but Curtis T's in there once more. 35 metres out of the Panthers. Goes left into the hands of Nick Keys. Keys now finds Jufrey. Comes out the back to Woodburn Hall. Gets it out quickly then to Ed Barber, and Barber's going to be taken down. 5 and last. 22 metres out are the Panthers. BBC Radio, Cumbria Sports Online. Comes right now into the hands of Jufrey. It's a 5 and last. Gets a kick up in the air. Has to take it. There does a Dean Gebby. Gets away from one. Gets away from two. Gets away from a third. Trying to find some space. Nearly through. It's Tangata of all people that's been able to get back in position and take the tackle there. But good work from the Papua New Guinean.
Yeah, Gebby's been good.
And then it's the first penalty of the afternoon the Panthers have conceded.
He's made a couple of mistakes, Gebby, but he looks the more likely one of Whitehaven. He needs to have a go, make something happen, John. I think every time he gets the ball in his hands, he's dangerous. And they're going to try and get Whitehaven away. You can see Gebby coming in looking for work and wanting to make an effort.
Sam Ackroyd's come on for James Newton. Doesn't look the happiest, I'll be completely honest, as James Newton when being pulled from the field there, but
nice, took Chapman off.
So Whitehaven have got the penalty all the way up to the Panthers 30, and it's now Buckley the man to fetch it forward, and he looks alright there, does Mackenzie Buckley. He's took a couple of hit ups, and
yeah, he looks energetic. Joyce took 2 really good hit ups off the bench, hasn't he?
King comes left now into the hands of Carter. Carter throws a dummy, looking to get back inside. O'Brien was the man he was trying to get back inside of. 12 metres out in line with the left hand side post, attacking the Kells end here at Whitehaven. Ackroyd's in there at dummy half, comes right now into the hands of King, out the back to Hannigan, then goes out across to Will Evans, and Evans just needs to go on the right hand side, and he's in there. Is Will Evans. It's his 50th Whitehaven appearance, and it's his 5th try of the season. Haven get over in that right hand side corner. It's Halifax 16, it's Whitehaven 4.
Yeah, like Joe, we got a penalty, and that's what happens when we put a bit of pressure on. We got down there, and Kingy went up to the line, held the line up, found Hannigan at the back. Hannigan found a nice pull to Will Evans, who went off in the corner. It was a great play by Whitehaven. It just shows when teams do give penalties and mistakes, they do crack. You just got to get them down there and make them crack. And no, it was a great play by Whitehaven, and they're back on now.
As we mentioned, it's Will Evans' 50th Whitehaven appearance across 2 spells, of course, 2022 and 2024. And it'll be Carter, the man to be looking to add the extras. We've got a message from the former Whitehaven coach there, John Dean. Thank you very much for that message, John. I'm not going to read it out on air, but all I'm going to say is Shacks has seen it. 25 metres out will Jake Carter be on the straight. Plenty of angle involved as he wants to slot this over Will Carter, and he scores from elsewhere. Barrow 8, Widnes 4. Means nothing if Swinton can't come back at Odsal in that one. York 6, Featherstone 6, Rochdale 6, Hunslet 6. It's a windy afternoon here at the recreation ground. Got notes flying all over the place. Carter will be looking to tag on the extras to this one. Comes at it. That's a fantastic conversion.
Yeah,
nailed it from the touchline. Has Jake Carter, and here at the recreation ground, just we're about to tick over into the 29th minute, takes it to Fax 16, Whitehaven 6, and that's what Whitehaven need to be doing, Marc Shackley.
Yeah, a lot better, Joe. They built a bit of pressure. They got the penalty and they got them out of their half, and they went down there and put a bit of shape on Halifax, and it just showed whichever team can build the most pressure and have the more shots each other, the other team will crack, and that's all Whitehaven's got to do. Now they've got to complete this set, get a long kick there, and hopefully you can get a mistake at Halifax down in their half.
Kick-off comes from Jufrey. Hannigan takes it on the full, and now Ryan King is the man to take it forward. That knee heavily strapped, of course.
It looks like struggling, King, doesn't he?
If you were playing with a torn PCL, you'd be struggling as well, I'd imagine. You know what it's like when he's shocked. It's Rio Corkhill, the man to fetch it forward. Ackroyd's in at dummy half. Goes right then into the hands of Buckley. I'm liking Mackenzie Buckley. I am. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but
that's pen.
He's lost that, and he's going to be a penalty.
Good. He's run hard, Joe, play the ball fast, and he's up Whitehaven. He's bung some energy on the pitch.
Yeah, I'm liking what I see. Shame we couldn't have him 6 weeks ago when it might have meant something.
Yeah.
But Whitehaven get another penalty. 2-2 in the penalty count now. You said there hadn't been many errors. There was only that one from Leroy, obviously, in that first set, but
Yeah, they're starting to crack Halifax now. They've got to defend a few sets and they don't like it. And hopefully we can put some pressure in now. If we don't score, at least keep them down here.
So Whitehaven will start 30 out once more. Evans takes the tap, then comes left into the hands of Rio Corkill. Corkill's man going to be wrapped up, put down onto his back. 21 metres out. Ackroyd in there at dummy half. Comes left to King. King will just continue to take the line on. And the Australian's going to be wrapped up 12 metres out, just to the right hand side of the post, attacking the Kells end in this first half of Whitehaven. Comes left into the hands of Carter, comes out then to Hannigan. Hannigan across, and the ball's going to hit the floor. It goes behind. It's going to be Callum Shaw that's able to dive on it.
Just seen it right play, Joe. There's great shape and there was options, just didn't go to hand.
Yeah, I was going to say, he still hasn't called held because they haven't took him down. He's eventually going to be called held now. He's Shaw. Ackroyd's in there at dummy half. Goes right then into the hands of Carter. Have to rebuild here. Buckley is met by the Halifax defence straight away. They're starting to learn on him. 11 metres out now of Whitehaven. In line with the left hand side post. Ackroyd at dummy half comes right into the hands of King. Now Hannigan. Hannigan knows, and it's going to be Rio Corkill. Back-to-back tries for Whitehaven, and they've reduced the deficit once more. Just ticked over into the 31st minute. It's Halifax 16, Whitehaven 10, and it is Corkill's 6th try of the season.
That was exactly the same shape as what we played for 11th try there, where King went to the line, found Hannigan. Hannigan's went to the line. He had the option of Will or Rio Corkill, and this time he's took the short lead, Jordan. It's worked again. It's asking questions to Halifax.
And this, we were waxing lyrical about Halifax 20 minutes ago. This is maybe why they're in the position they're in this season.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure, Joe. That's what Whitehaven's got on Weir also. So, they've started to turn it around. Halifax are struggling. They're making some subs now, John. They don't like it. Hopefully Whitehaven now can kick on from this and build another good set.
Jack Kellett getting ready to corn down below us. If you are just joining us, you're thinking that's not a name I've heard before. Well, you probably haven't heard Ollie Smart or Mackenzie Buckley either, but Jack Kellett is a Hensingham lad. As Marc Shackley just gives him a shout and gives him a thumbs up, just giving him a shout. He's been playing Hensingham for a number of seasons as Jack Kellett has been a mainstay in the Hensingham side as he comes on to make his debut. He's been in the Division 3
it's nice
side that's been promoted, and it's great to see, especially when it seems like three-quarter Hensingham's on the back row of the popular side.
Yeah, it looks like they've all come down to support him. He's good on the kid, Joe. A week's notice to come and play a team at Halifax. It's a big ask for him, but he wants to, and I think that's what Whitehaven's going to have to do next year. Going to have to look at kids like this and getting them in and wanting to come down to the club and play, and hopefully that's a good game.
Carter nails it from the touchline once more. 5 minutes ago it was Halifax 16, Whitehaven 0. It's now Halifax 16, Whitehaven 12. Been speaking to some of the Halifax guys, and especially as well, we're saying this game could end up points all over the place.
Yeah, it just shows, Joe, whoever gives the least penalties, the least mistakes, and are on the back foot, makes the most pressure. The team's cracking. I think Whitehaven's got the upper foot now. Hopefully we're taking it in half time.
Barrow 8, Widnes 10. And Doncaster's reduced the deficit at Wakefield. King's the man to fetch it forward from the kick-off. We're into the 33rd minute. 7.5 to go here until half time at the recreation ground. Ackroyd's in there. Kellett will now be the man to fetch it forward. Takes the ball in contact. Met there by Ben Kavanagh. And Adam O'Brien goes right now into hands of Hannigan. Hannigan pops it up to Rio Corkill. 33 metres away. Now got 35 metres away from their own line now. Whitehaven. Ackroyd's in there at dummy half. Towards the middle now with King. Back then to Kellett. And Kellett's tried to get out the tackle. Potentially caught high there. But Ackroyd's in at dummy half. Carter's then going to be looking for the 40-20. He's not going to get the angle, but he's going to split Saltonstall and Woodburn Hall, and Saltonstall takes it 12 metres out, throws a dummy, hit there by Curtis Tier, and they're going to pin the Panthers behind their own 20.
Yeah, it's not a bad set, Jordan. Really good kick by Carter, gets Halifax on the 10. Now Halifax got to pin them down here, make no mistakes, no pens.
Fetch the ball forward now. Do the Panthers. King, Ackroyd and Kellett all involved. Continue to fetch the ball forward now to the Panthers. You can hear the shouts of the Hensingham contingent every time Kellett gets involved in something out there. Buckley's
been good, Jordan.
Been really good. O'Brien's in there now with dummy half. It's a 5 and last. Comes into the hands of Keys. Trying to get the charge down. Dean Gebby. It looks.
Go.
Oh, he's gone nearly through here. Dean Gebby's sidestep. And all he's got to do, he should have backed himself. Should have Dean Gebby's come up against McComb instead. They'll be wary of what he's done early in the season. It's got to be. The 6 again out of penalty. Carter comes right now into the hands of Joey Romeo. Caelan Foster's out there for the Panthers now as well.
Whitehaven win the energy battle now, Jordan, and they've really good defensive set there in the halfway and the second tackle, and they've got their heads up.
Kellett's now the man to fetch it forward, gets his head down. You're not missing Jack Kellett, especially with that mullet he's got out there as well, so you're not missing him in a Whitehaven shirt this afternoon. Comes left now into the hands of King. King now comes into the hands of Carter. There wasn't too much in support, so has to take it on himself, this Jay Carter. For this first half's turn round, Whitehaven 12 back-to-back points, reduced the deficit to 4. King pops it up then to Buckley, who's looking to go through a lot of work, is Mackenzie Buckley. Still got a couple of tackles in the bank here at Whitehaven. 22 metres out, goes right now into the hands of King. Out the back then to Hannigan, calls out then to Joey Romeo, back inside to Will Evans. Still got another, I must have missed a tackle, or thought I'd had seen one which I hadn't. King hasn't got too much in support as King, so has to take it up. This surely is the 5 and last.
All right.
Must have given a 6 again that I've missed there as James Vella goes right into Hannigan and on his way. Oh, the ball was there back inside the Kellett. It was back inside.
A great set for Whitehaven again.
Lachlan Hannigan says, I've been taken out, sir, but the Panthers have put it in behind for the goal line dropout. He's not happy with that, is Lachlan Hannigan, but Whitehaven should be happy with the performance of putting in these sort of last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, it looks like it's all happening down our right side, John, with Hannigan, and he's got another shape. He had Kell on the inside, he's just giving it, but he's decided to kick. It's landing in goal, and Woodburn will have to drop it out. I think Halifax on the ropes now. They'll take the time with this drop out, Jordan. Not surprised they'll take a full minute.
Could you imagine the roar from that popular side if Kellett had gone over there?
They'd have been on.
They'd have been on with them.
They'd have been on.
Carter collected it from the goal line dropout, comes left then into the hands of Buckley. And Buckley be the man that's going to be wrapped up 25 metres out. Ackroyd's in a dummy half, comes left then into the hands of Carter. Carter pops it up to Curtis Tier. And Tier is going to be taken down 12-13 metres out into the 37th minute here at the recreation ground. Ackroyd goes right into the hands of Carter. Carter just pops it up to King, just had to hold himself there ever so slightly. Big Carter. King 12 metres out. Oh, he's being caught on his knee there, I think, is Ryan King, and he's struggling. And we still haven't had a stoppage from referee James Valletti. Have now, but yeah, that'll be him done. He went down straight away. You could see the pain on his face, just holding his knee. Is Ryan King?
Yeah, they've went for him there. He was shooting the tackle and then they went for that sharp knee. He doesn't look good, Joe, to be fair.
He'll try and play on if he can, Ryan King, but surely at some point someone's got to say to him, King, you just give it up. You know what I mean? And all fair play to Ryan King. He's trying his hardest while still in, of course, chocolate blue and gold. He'll be at the Raiders next season. Gets a thumbs up from the physio, and he's going to stay out there. I thought his afternoon was done.
I did, Joe. I went down. He still doesn't look good. He looks like he's struggling to play the ball.
It doesn't. 3.5 to go as we make it here in the first half. Comes left into the hands of Buckley. It'll take 3 Halifax defenders to stop him. Pushing back half a metre or so. Ackroyd's in there, a dummy half. Goes right into the hands of Carter. Then comes across to Hannigan. Comes across then to Evans. Evans then finds Kebby. And they're in the right hand side corner. It scores level here at the recreation ground. Halifax was 16-0 up. It's now Halifax 16, Whitehaven 16.
I think Whitehaven have played the same player 3 times to the 3 tries. Jody King goes to the line, finds Hannigan. Hannigan has options inside out. They run the shape and find Will Evans again. It amples the space and he goes on the corner. That's really good try from Whitehaven. They like that left to right shift and it's worked 3 times for them.
Gebby over in the corner on that occasion, but you've mentioned they've gone on that same player 3 times and they've come out with 3 different try scorers. Shacks. They've come out with Evans, there was Rio Corkill, and now the Papua New Guinea and Dean Gebby.
Yeah, it's great play by Hannigan. He can look up and he can pick his options who he wants hitting. He's hit the right person 3 times. It keeps Halifax defence guessing, doesn't it, who he's going to find him? He's had 3 great assists there.
It's a Papua New Guinean's 10th try of the season, just his 18th appearance. Of course, had his fitness issues earlier in the season, then he's been banned a few times.
He's good, Jordan. He's something about him where he gets the ball and you think something's going to happen.
Yeah. I was out on a walk last week with former member of the backroom staff here, Paul Holcrow, and they're saying you can see why he was at Souths. Yeah. He's got that in him, and he just hasn't been able to keep it up for whatever reason. And I don't imagine we'll see him in a Whitehaven shirt next year, but wherever he does end up, whichever club get him, whether it's back home or over in Australia or over here, they're going to get a hell of a player.
Oh yeah, but it'd be lovely to keep him, Jordan, keep him around, because he has definitely got something about him, and you can see, I don't even think winger is his best option in my eyes, his position, because you want to get the ball in his hand as much as possible, but he's coming looking for it. He's coming off his ring, and every time he gets that ball, he's making something happen.
Carter not able to add the extras. I think the wind has just picked up ever so slightly here at the recreation ground, but 26 minutes, it was Halifax 16, Whitehaven 0. Tick over into the 38th minute, it is Halifax 16, Whitehaven 16, Marc Shackley.
Now I can see why Halifax are where they are.
Yeah, we were waxing lyrical about them, God knows how long ago.
But to start, Joe, they were unbelievable. They didn't drop a ball, now they're giving penalties away. It just shows, like I've said a few times today, if you're under pressure, you're too crack first.
Jufrey with the kickoff, collected on the full by Hannigan, and King will be the man to take it forward, doesn't seem to be showing any ill effects of the tackle that caught him down out there. Hannigan's in there at dummy half, comes into the middle with Corkill. I make it into the final minute. I might have missed a stoppage or so we'll keep an eye on the timekeeper just behind us. Goes right then into the hands of Joey Romeo. Romeo tries to get his head through the gap, taken down just short of the 40 is the Whitehaven fullback. Kellett's in there, but Kellett will be just taken down just over the 40 on that occasion. I make it into the final 30 seconds. Goes right. Hannigan's looking for the kick over the top, and he'll turn Woodburn Hall, and he'll turn Charlie Graham, and it's a great kick. You almost wanted that to be a 40-20, because if he was 3 metres further backwards, it would have been.
Yeah, great kick, Jordan. Wyham's had a great set there. They've completed the set, and they've got Halifax stung in their 10 now. Hopefully this will be the last set from half time, and we're getting at half time in the lead. Didn't expect that to start the game.
I make it into the final seconds. I think just waiting for the hooter to go here from timekeeper, who's got a fewer this afternoon. I make it at the 40. His hands on the hooter by the looks of it, so we've only got a few tackles I think left. There is the hooter here at the recreation ground. It is half time, and it's Halifax Panthers 16, Whitehaven 16, but that doesn't tell the story of the game at all. It's a Panthers that scored 3 tries in the opening quarter. The 2 opening tries coming from Woodburn Hall. Same play on the right hand side, then the left hand side. Jufrey only able to add the extras on the first one of them, and then it was Charlie Graham following the kick-off Gordon out on the full. They were able to go down the short side, which was the left hand side for the Panthers on that occasion, and Jufrey added the extras. Halifax 16, Whitehaven 0, and then into the final quarter, that final 13 minutes, Whitehaven scored 3 tries in 10 second half minutes. Will Evans, Rio Corgill, Ildeen Gebby, all on the same right hand side play, with Jay Carter picking the right option on each occasion. Hannigan picking the right option on each occasion. Carter able to add the extras on the first 2, not able to add it on the last one. Halifax 16, Whitehaven 16. And we're now underway. Jufrey with the kickoff. It's going to be a lot of bounce. It bounces over the head of Joey Romeo, bounces left, right, and King slides as Ryan King. That won't do his knee any good, and he's just I think going to be able to stay in the field of play.
Yeah, it was a real good kick, spiralling that wind, Jordan. Hannigan couldn't get it. It bounced wrong, done King in. He's done well to get out there. He's hurt his knee again.
He has.
He's going to have to come off soon.
He won't though, you know.
No, he won't, but he's doing himself no favours.
Joey Romeo, he'll be the man to fetch it forward. This will be the 3rd tackle, and still in and around only their own 10, 11, 12 metres of Whitehaven. Ackroyd's in a dummy half. Now Kellett will be looking to fetch it forward. He's been hit there as Kellett, still short of their own 20. 4th tackle, and Hannigan will look to put the kick in to try and clear the lines, but Saltonstall is going to collect that just over halfway, and the Panthers are going to start this on the Whitehaven 40 first tackle.
Yeah, Whitehaven kicked earlier. They struggled in there from that kick-off. Should have caught it on the full, and Halifax are already down here now, and it looks like it's going to be the same as the first half.
Panthers fetch it forward. Shout have held there as McComb will play the ball. 32 metres out, comes left now with Dan to Jufrey. Jufrey pops it up to Ben Kavanagh. Kavanagh's put down onto his front. Corkill and Hannigan involved in the tackle. O'Brien in a dummy half, goes right to Keys. Keys runs it across the line and then finds Matty G. Ackroyd falls off the tackle. Corkill, Buckley and Romeo's all involved. 8 metres out in line with the right hand side. Post comes left into the hands of Louis Jufrey, goes back inside into, is it Joe Hurd? It is, and Hurd's going to be hauled down just short of the line. It's a 5 and last, a metre out
to give.
He's going to give go back and play. 5 and last comes left into the hands of Jufrey, comes out the back, knocks it across, and Keys was just trying to get the tip on, and I think, is he going to He's not going to give. No, he's not going to give a penalty. I thought he could have been going to give a penalty for the central off the ball shot there, but
I think Halifax have the overlap, and Will and Gebby have shot in both, and they've put the right pressure on, and Halifax is free to touch.
And it's going to be a turnover ball. It was the 5 and last, so it should be a turnover ball, and it will be. So Whitehaven will play it 10 metres out, Centreville and survive, which they didn't do in the opening stages of the first half, and they were putting similar pressure on their Shacks.
No, Joe, I thought they were going to crack their Whitehaven after that, but they've defended well. They're just going to try and get out this half here, hopefully get a penalty.
Evans will be the man to try and fetch it forward, but the Halifax defence is right on top of him. He's on top of one of the Halifax men there. He'll get up and play the ball now. Ackroyd's in there at dummy half. Look to go himself. Well, Sam Ackroyd against his hometown team. He's a Halifax lad. Sure, he's come through the academy system at Siddle, but he's a Bradford Bulls these days. And now Buckley, who I've really liked since he's come onto the field, runs forward once more. 33 metres out, goes left into the hands of Carter, then finds Tia.
Long pass.
Goes across then to Callum Shaw, and Shaw looks to hand the man off, but going to be pulled down over the halfway line. Only just in from that popular side touchline. Comes from Carter to Kellett. Kellett will find his front. It's a 5 and last, 5 over halfway. Goes down the left hand short side to Jake Carter, and Carter will put the kick in. It'll roll along the floor. Woodburn Hall collects it on the bounce, but the defence is on top there of Woodburn Hall, and they're going to wrap him up 12 metres out from his own line.
Yeah, it's a better set, Jordan. We've got our half well there. We've asked a few questions, and we've got the kick in. It's all about putting the effort in now defensively and keeping Halifax down here. Hopefully they make a mistake.
Struggling there is the Halifax man to get up. I think it could be Saltonstall.
I think it's quite a high shot there.
He's still trying He's asking for it, and he's still not going to get it. Keys is dived in at dummy half, goes right into the hands then of the interchange off the bench, Ben Tibbs. Plays the ball, Keys in at dummy half, and then Saltonstall block.
Karma.
Yeah. Kellett's picked it up. He's got another shirt on now as Kellett. He was wearing 10, which was previously Guy Graham's shirt. He's got number 19 out there. There's been that many squad numbers he says, and I couldn't even tell you who number 19 was at one point. So, but it's now Curtis Tia, he'll be the man to fetch it forward. We can hear Scott McAvoy shouting, barking the instructions down below us. Comes right then into the hands of King. Out the back to Hannigan. Vonson twice, and then Corkill gets the ball. And Rio Corkill's going to be wrapped up here, 10 metres out. 10 in from the touchline as well. Hannigan comes across then to King, finds Kellett. And Kellett's going to be put down 8 metres out in line with the left hand side post, attacking the railway end in the second half of Whitehaven. Goes left from dummy half to Carter, then finds Ollie Smart. Smart looks to step back inside, gets away from one, stands up as Ollie Smart, put down 2 metres out. Ackroyd's in at dummy half, going to come right on the hands of Jack Kellett. Kellett's over there, it's Jack Kellett. 4th consecutive try for Whitehaven, and it's the man that comes in, and the popular side full of the hens who comes in. He's chalked it off. If you wanted anyone to score the try this afternoon, it was Jack Kellett.
What's he give there?
And I'm still not sure what he's give.
Give knock on, not a chance.
You feel that's so sorry.
Really bad.
I'll be interesting to watch that one back later. It will be interesting. It looked like Jack Kellett had got that down clean and looked like Whitehaven had taken the lead.
I don't know what to say, Joe. It looked a perfect try for me, and he didn't do anything wrong. And the refs must have seen something. He had the call.
He's seen something that we haven't seen.
He's given a knock on, but no, I feel sorry for the guy who was celebrating as well.
He's seen something. Obviously, he's a lot closer. Yeah, he's given a knock on. Just had the 4th official down below us confirm it was a knock on that it's been given for. Goes right. Bob Barclay's back inside now. The G, and it's been lost there. As Ackroyd then intercepts. And Whitehaven, you mentioned Shacks, they were winning the energy battle in the first half. It looked like they were going against them in the second half, but they're turning the screw once more here.
Yeah, Whitehaven are going well, Joe. They're just getting the opportunity. I think Halifax are coughing up a lot more possession now, and it doesn't they want to defend.
Into the hands now of Joey Romeo, put down onto his back. Ackroyd's in at dummy half. Goes left into the hands of Mackenzie Buckley. Buckley gets the offload away into the hands of Ackroyd. Jack Kellett in. He's 1-on-1. Goes back down to Jack Carter. And Whitehaven, he couldn't get the 4 points in himself, could Jack Kellett, but he just opens it up for Jake Carter. It is a try for Whitehaven. They have taken the lead, and Whitehaven lead 20 points to 16. All thanks to Jack Kellett.
Yeah, it was a great break from, I don't know, it was from Jordan. Jack was in support, and he went through, and looked like he was in a bit of rabbit headlights, and then he locked up and he found the pass, and right over time. Chuffed for him. I thought that one before was a try, Joe. It'd be nice to see, and I thought that took a bit of shine from him. Chuffed for him there. Real good passage of play. He's never looked out of place, Joe. He's come on, he's took his ball and he's defended well, and he's looked really good.
You can't tell he's played NCL Division 3 rugby. He's not stepped up from the Premier Division. He hasn't stepped from a Wafbrow or a Kells. He stepped up from Hensingen, which is the bottom of NCL, and he has not looked out of place one iota, Marc
No,
Shackley.
George, he's come on, he's took his chance, he's took his ball in, he's made these tackles, and that's all we can ask from people like that. He's come down, wanting to play, and he's looked really good, George.
It's Jake Carter's 4th try of the season.
I think he's got a knock for his worries.
He'll play on. It's alright.
Can't tell with that hair.
That's the problem. Probably it is. As Carter
Let's get the ponytail in.
will tag on the extras, and it is Haven take the lead. Haven 22, Halifax 16, and the ring and the changes here as Adam Tangata comes back onto the field. Seems to have changed really ever since he's made them changes. Liam Finn, they've sort of struggled since they lost Tangata. Well, not lost, but fetched off Tangata and Leroy.
Yeah, Tangata Leroy, really good pros, both Super League experience, and Tangata's been around for a lot of years. Even when I was around, he was their best player, and he sounds like you said before, he got Halifax hitman, and he's took that on for at least 10 years, and he's still up there now.
Kick-off collected on the full by Dean Gebby. It was a spiral one once more, but the Papua New Guinean will fetch it forward. Sam Ackroyd lying in wait at dummy half, 28 metres out, so it's a slow play the ball. As Johnny Romeo now comes in, fetches it forward. He's struggling there.
He's looking to get rid of that Gebby. He wasn't to play the ball, he just put it through his legs, and that's what Halifax are whinging about.
King
He's
now is the man to fetch it forward. Just over halfway, in and around.
Come on.
Centre field. Ackroyd's in there, comes right then into the hands of Joey Romeo. You can hear Scott McAvoy just barking down in front of us. Comes out the back to Carter, popped up then to Curtis Tier. It's a 5 and last. 30 metres out. Ackroyd's going to scoot from dummy half. Just put a little chip over the top. It's going to be collected on the full by McComb. But Ackroyd's going to get up there. He wasn't the best kick, but he's made up for that by banging McComb on his own 10 metres.
Yeah, it was a poor kick. Went the hand and he had plenty of options. He should have found his half back for the kick, but he's chested well, John. He's defended down and got them in the 10.
Panthers looking to fetch the ball forward. Woodburn Hall, King and Kellett involved in the tackle. Well, was nearly given the penalty away there as Kellett for not being in it. Marker.
Looking fast now. They've got a roll on, bit of roll on now, Halifax.
Woodburn Hall's got away one. Kind of get to find them. Matty G. Need to slow it down here. The Whitehaven in on halfway now in at centre field. Woodburn Hall's in a dummy half. Comes left then to Tangata. Got to pass Rio Corkill's not going to get it past Ryan King. Corkill's able to come in, effect the tackle, as Mackenzie Buckley, as Castle and Bobby Hartley's getting ready to come back on down below us. It's a 5 and last. Dufresne going to put the kick up, just hangs up in the air. Barber collects, spins out, then finds Dufresne, and then it's actually going to be wrapped up on the 5 and last is Hannigan, by Lachlan Hannigan. It's going to be a turnover ball into the 51st minute. It
looks like Leroy and Tangata bring a bit of more pressure up front up Jordan, and they've made plenty of yards there. Halifax and the Nines running out a lot more now with them two back on. Quick player balls, Haven's bodies on the floor, and them two are going really well.
Kellett will be the man to fetch it forward, or try to fetch it forward. He was met there by Joe Hurd pretty much straight away as Ackroyd's down there struggling, showing no effects. He's Papua New Guinea's a ding Gebby, and then looks surely you've been caught high. Then now Will Evans. Offside. It's got to be offside because he hasn't got involved, because he's standing right in front of Will Evans and he still hasn't given the penalty.
You've back to 6 there.
Dufresne try and holds on. That's got to be a 6 again, surely. Oh, come on.
It's got to give a pen there.
Goes left into the hands now of Lucas Castle. It's Kellett and Buckley that leave the field. Castle and Hartley replace them. Fantastic effort from both of them since they come on from the bench.
Yeah, they're both been really good.
Ackroyd goes left into the hands of Carter, then comes across to Curtis Tier. Tier will be the man that's wrapped up. 5 and last, 32 metres out here. Carter's in a dummy half, comes right then into the hands of Hannigan, and Hannigan will put it up high, and there's chases on that left hand side for Whitehaven. Callum Shaw's trying to get there. Woodburn Hall rises the highest to take it. Fantastic work from the Panthers fullback.
Yeah, that's a great take. He jumped higher than T, and T's a tall guy and he got up for it and took it well.
Looking to fetch his forward now are the Panthers. Wrapped up 20 metres out. Dufresne is going to go in at dummy half, then into the hands now of Saltonstall. He makes 10 metres, looking to get his arm free, and does get his arm free for the offload, but Dufresne drops it, and Hannigan will collect it, then comes right to Gebby. Gebby stands side, back inside, left, right. God, he doesn't know which way to go. He still hasn't been taken down as the Papua New Guinean. 8 metres out. Can Whitehaven get what would be their 5th consecutive try? He's having to come off his king. Eventually, Newton's gone on there to replace him. Comes left. In the meantime, it's Hannigan. 10 metres out. Ackroyd goes left into the hands of Lucas Castle. Castle's going to try and get round the defence.
Yeah. Right.
Just so. Got the mic down here. Sorry if you are picking anything up. Hannigan looking for the kick towards the corner. Papua New Guinea will get there. Come left, goes right, then looks to put his kick forward. It's come off the Panthers man. Will it be played at? It's going to be a Panthers ball. Decided not played at, has referee James Vella, and it will be scrum down, or turnover ball I should say. Play the ball to the Panthers.
I don't even think Gary knows what he's going to do when he gets to that ball, Joe. He's all obvious, but I think he had another chance there to score. He didn't know a pass, kick, run, skip, but then he had another chance there and he should have just went. But no, why haven't thrown it about a bit more now and trying to take the opportunity. Got Halifax down in the 10 and good defensive set and we'll keep them down here.
Play the ball to the Panthers. Tibbs, it's going to be a penalty here, and it's the first penalty the Whitehaven have given away, especially in this first half, but I could remember a lot in the back end of that first half as well, and it's just going to allow, it's a much relieving penalty, and it'll be Keys that bangs the ball into touch, but only makes it up until his own 35. It's still a good 25 metre kick for him, to be fair. Saltonstall takes a tap and fetches it forward. He's met by Smart and Carter in defence, just short of halfway. Connor Davies is now the man to fetch it forward over the halfway line. He's the Welshman. O'Brien in at dummy half, comes left into the hands of Keys. Keys runs laterally, then comes out the back to Jufre. Now finds Ben Kavanagh. Kavanagh tries to hand off. He's taken down there. Combination of Gebby and Evans. Gets a quick play of the ball. Jufre goes right into the hands of Keys. Pops it up then to Joe Hurd. Hurd's taken down. Evans is involved in that tackle once more, in line with the left-hand side post, but still 28 metres or so out. Comes right to Keys, then comes inside to Matty G. G's going to be wrapped up. It's a 5 and last. They're screaming for it on this left-hand side. O'Brien just come left, finds Tangata, then finds Hurd, then O'Brien once more. O'Brien gets the kick in, but it's kindly there for Dean Gebby. And the Papua New Guinean is going to be taken down 18 metres out.
He's been good today, Gebby, and he's looked dangerous every time he's got the ball, and he makes yards, and that was a great set there by Halifax, but Whitehaven stood up to it and defended well, Joe. They look a bit tired now. They're just going to have to completely set and try and get some wind back in the chest.
Corker will be the man to fetch it forward now, the former Barrow Raider. 15 short of halfway here to Whitehaven. 15 in from this near popular side touchline. Lucas Castle now the man to fetch it forward and nearly through there. Gets the offload away. Comes off the Halifax man and it's a fresh set of 6. Johnny Romeo then finds Lachlan Hannigan. Hannigan's on. Carter's on his inside. Jake Carter coming there. He should be going underneath of the sticks. It's Jake Carter. It's Whitehaven's 5th. But the Curves just pulled him back at the last minute. Left and right. Options left and right. It's got to be a penalty. Come on, James Vella.
That's a joke.
Got to be a penalty. James Vella, what are you doing? It's got to be a penalty. Newton's in a dummy half. Ackroyd's in there. Goes left. How is that not a penalty? How?
That's terrible. That was at least
penalty
10 seconds.
And 10 minutes.
Terrible.
Another 6 again. 6 again means nothing. Comes right into the hands of Lucas Castle. Trying to get his arm through. He span over as he's Australian. He hasn't. Ackroyd goes left into the hands of Hannigan. Now comes into the hands of Carter. Carter then comes across to Curtis T. T is nearly through on that left hand side. Romeo's in a dummy half. Looks to go down the short side to Carter. Carter then finds Smart and Smart's going high. Got to be a penalty, and it is a penalty. Whitehaven will have another set of 6 here.
I don't know, I was just not give that penalty there, George. It was at least 10 seconds he lied on there for. Didn't move, didn't get back to 6. Should have been at least a sin bin.
Barroway
right on the try line.
Barroway, Widnes 18, Bradford 28, Swinton 0. Dewsbury 16, Sheffield 4, Wakefield 30, Doncaster 6, York 10, Featherstone 6, down into the playoff in League 1, Rochdale 18, Hunslet 24. Be Hunslet going to Keighley as it stands next week. The winner of that will then play looks to be Swinton, unless drastic things happen at Odsall. But Whitehaven, Smart will play the ball. First tackle following the penalty. Wasn't the best pass and bounces into the hands of Hannigan, so Whitehaven will have to reset. But the Australians only taken down 10 metres out, and that's another second effort. That is a 6 again. At what point do these become penalties? Castle trying to get his arm through, and he's going to be bounced. And
yes!
this is what
do that.
And this is why I don't like 6 agains, because you don't get anything from them. You're still trying. You make an error, you lose out. Where if you get the penalty, you get an opportunity to reset Shacks. It's
yeah, it works in both ways. He didn't need to do that, Lucas, did he? I think Newt was shouting for him. He's offloaded. I think, to be fair, I think Halifax over a hand in, and then a bit messy. The refs missed it, but I still can't get off that last call where he doesn't give a pen. That's definitely a pen. At least the sin being we take 2 or we find touch, but no, beyond me.
In all fairness, though, it was a great effort from Zach McComb to get back and take Jack Carter down. I was already celebrating the try.
Yeah, it looked like Jack had a claim here. He was even 40 out, and Zach come back and got him and pulled him down. Must have been a couple of yards off, and I think Woodburn, all that was who jumped on to slow it down, and they just didn't get off.
Could have made a cup of tea. Was reading the newspaper. Do what you wanted. It's Lucas Castle that's down here for Whitehaven, just fresh onto the field and having to come off with a HIA. That might be his afternoon done. So it'll be, you imagine it's going to have to be Mackenzie Buckley who'll come back on, unless King doesn't be showing too many ill effects. So it's going to be Mackenzie Buckley. No, is it Jack Kellett? Jack Kellett does sit up. He was happy to go back on, was Jack Kellett, but it'll be Mackenzie Buckley that comes back on instead, as Lucas Castle has to leave the field for the HIA. And after all that, the Panthers will play the ball. They'll play it 8 metres out. We're just about to tick over into the 58th minute here at the recreation ground. O'Brien will be in there at dummy half. Goes right into the hands of Tangata. Newton and Carter Tia all involved in that tackle. Saltonstall comes in off the wing and he's going to get through past Curtis Tia there. Not many do that. Callum Shaw slows him down. And then Ollie Smart helps him complete the tackle. It's getting messy, then scrappy at that play of the ball. Pops it up to Kevin Leroyer, and it's a ball and all tackle from Curtis Tia. Fantastic. And he's hurt Leroyer there as Curtis Tia. And we're going to have another stoppage. Fantastic. He just sort of grabbed him and held on, didn't he?
Looks like his foot's got stuck in the ground and he's done his knee. He's really struggling, Leroyer.
He's struggling. Leroyer. It will be soft out there. We've had a little bit of wet weather in the last week or so up here in West Cumbria. Yeah, we've got another stoppage. We'll see if there's any scores from elsewhere. Bradford's now 34-0 up at home to Swinton, so it definitely will be Swinton in that playoff in a fortnight's time. Elsewhere, it's Barrow 8, Widnes 18, Dewsbury 6, Sheffield 4. Looks like Dewsbury's going to get their second win of the season, what's been a miserable campaign for themselves. Wakefield 36, Doncaster 6, York 10, Featherstone 6, and Rochdale 18, Hunslet 28. At Spotland, game back underway here. Leroy's okay to get up and plays the ball. Dufresne's going to put the kick in. It's on the 5 and last, and Shaw just decides to let that bounce into touch, and it'll be a Whitehaven play the ball 20 metres out. You'd imagine going to be in at centre field. Obviously they do get the choice these days, but you'd imagine it'll directly be in at centre field. And they'll look to try and fetch this ball forward as we tick over into the 59th minute. What will be the messages going out there from Carly Moore into this final quarter of the game, Shacks?
Well, just to complete, Joe, I think we're in the best position now. I think we've played well this second half, and I don't think Halifax have really caused as much threat. I just think we need to see it out now and be clever, complete our set on our terms and kick well.
Dean Gebby will look to try and spin round 1, spin round 2, gets away from Cavanagh. He isn't going to get away from Leroyer and Dufresne, however.
He's been very good today, Gebby, taking the ball back, and he's made plenty of yards. He's been hassle.
All offside of the Halifax defenders.
He hasn't given many penalties, has he?
Only 3 each, has referee James Vella. Plenty of 6 agains in there in the last few minutes, however. And it's going to be an incorrect play of the ball. James Newton's not happy with that, but wasn't in the position to play the ball, was James Newton, before trying to get that quick play of the ball. It's going to be a scrum down, head and feed to the Panthers just over halfway. Well,
yeah, that's a tough call. Newton's just trying to play quick. He was stuck in a tackle and a bit messy. I think Matty G had a hand in there. I don't think Carl will be too happy about that. It puts the pressure right back on us now, where we're defending in our own half for 6.
Into the 60th minute. Just about to be an hour gone. BBC Radio, Cumbria Sports Online. It is Whitehaven 22, Halifax Panthers 16. Keys in there at dummy half. Well, in the feeding the scrum, goes right then, I should say, to O'Brien. Finds now Dufresne, who'll then find Ben Tibbs. Tibbs gets away from, it's got away from Callum Shaw, but Tia and Ollie Smart helps him complete the tackle. Comes left now into the hands of Connor Davies.
Tackle.
Fantastic tackle. Is it McBuckley? It is. Want him in a Whitehaven shirt next year. I wonder if Saints will be like that. Leroy is now the man to do that.
He's been very good today, and he defensive and offensively he's played really well.
Bobby Hartley and Rio Corkle involved in that tackle, in line with the left hand side post. O'Brien goes right into the hands of Keys, comes out now to Jufrey, comes out then into Woodburn Hall, and Woodburn Hall's going to be in for his hat-trick. I think is he on that right hand side? That gentleman behind you will tell me he has on that right hand side. Is James Woodburn Hall gone in for his hat-trick? It's his 14th try of the season. Panthers reduce the deficit to 2 points. It's Whitehaven 22, Halifax 20.
Yeah, tap man again, Jordan. In every opportunity he gets to run out the back and out wide. He's too fast and too clever, and we were just backing off, and it'll all come again from our mistake by Newton. But we've said it a few times today. Whoever makes the most mistakes now, and Whitehaven are cracked under pressure. He's going to regroup now, Joe. Get a breather and go for this last 20.
BBC Radio, Cumbria Sports Online. Championship Rugby League. You wouldn't think this game was a dead rubber, the amount of action we've seen out there this afternoon, but it is now. Woodburn all in for his hat-trick, his 14th of the season for the Jamaican international. And Louis Jufrey, I can't get my words out. Louis Jufrey with an opportunity to make it scores level once more. Can the Frenchman do it? 22-23 metres straight. Plenty of angle involved though. What is he? 3, 4, 5 metres in from the touchline. The Hensington contingent behind there on the popular side will try and put him off. But Jufrey will come with it right-footed. Louis Jufrey, and misses there. Falls across the front and wide, and it remains a 2-point advantage to Whitehaven. It is Whitehaven 22, Halifax 20.
Yeah, it's a big set now for Whitehaven. Kick long, keep Halifax down there and try and grind it out now, Joe. How long's left?
18 and a half as we make it.
I think Whitehaven need to go clean now with the ball, no mistakes, and kick well. I can see us getting through these.
Whitehaven taking every second they can here. Just getting a drink of water is Jake Carter. From Jamie Doran, who's out there running water this afternoon. Seeing he's been in and about. He's been involved in training sessions for Whitehaven, not ready to come back and play, but if he is going to be in a Whitehaven shirt next season, it's good to see that he's back in training. As Carter with the kickoff collected on the full, and that'll be Leroy, the man to fetch it forward, and he's met there by Curtis Tier. In all fairness to Curtis Tier, he didn't take a step back there at all.
No, he dropped his shoulder and gave him it there, Joe. Definitely a great tackle.
Tibbs is now the man to fetch it forward for the Panthers. O'Brien in there at dummy half, comes in the hands now with Jufrey, and then it'll be, I think Matty G's the man to step up. No, so it's Ben Kavanagh. O'Brien in at dummy half once more, then comes across now to Tangata, throws a dummy to Tangata, but the Whitehaven defence don't fall for that one. Ackroyd, Newton and Corkill all involved. Comes down this short side ball back inside the Woodburn Hall, and he's got O'Brien, and he just can't keep his feet. That ball looks forward, and O'Brien, ball looked forward to me anyways to O'Brien, but then again Gabby could be coming now. Go. Hands off one, hands off two. Isn't going to get his hands off on a third. He's the Papua New Guinean. There's still plenty of action in this one. Make it 17 to go.
I thought Woodburn Hall was in there, Joe. He was up down the middle. He slipped. He took an ankle tap or a bit of a tuft, and he was in that 2 minds, and he gave O'Brien it, and he couldn't take it in, and he was under the sticks, and he gave his return. He's 30 yards dead now, Joe. They're all going for it.
Callum Short put down onto his back in at half, just short of halfway at centre field. Ackroyd's in at dummy half, comes right into the hands of Hannigan. Hannigan has to take it himself. There wasn't too many options on this right hand side that he wanted to take, but the Australians made it to just on his own 40. Ackroyd's in there, comes across then to Carter. Carter pops it up to James Newman in at loose forward at the moment. 32-33 metres out. Ackroyd comes right then into the hands of Hannigan. Hannigan just with a kick over the top. It'll turn McComb, and Evans is on the chase. Woodburn Hall's got to get there, and Evans, Corkill and Hannigan are all there and pin Woodburn Hall just 2 metres away from his own try line.
Yeah, great kick by Hannigan. Gets him a yard off of their try line now, Joe. Now this is a big set for Whitehaven, trying to turn the pressure, keep him down there.
Ryan King, he's getting ready to go back out there for Whitehaven. Still limping is King. He'll be their penultimate interchange, and it could be a final one if Lucas Castle fills his HIA.
Oh, Newt.
Panthers offload and find O'Brien. O'Brien's through the middle. He's got no options into front at the moment. Is O'Brien. He's able to fetch him down there. Just is Joey Romeo. Evans and Cork will complete the tackle.
Nice.
Still a couple of tackles left here, but the Panthers are 30 out. Goes right now to Keys. Keys goes right. Looks a bit the kicking behind. Just needs to get back to Callum Shaw, and there's going to be too much on it, I think. No, has he kicked it? Nowhere. Yeah, he's going to say it's a tap 20. He's going to say, wow, 40, we've got it in that left right-hand side corner, had the Panthers. It took an age for the touch judge to signal that it was going to be dead in goal.
No, I didn't put his flag up at all, did he? I thought that they could have passed there, Joe. It was 3-on-2, and he's put a kick in, and it's ideal, nearly in goal, and we've just got it back. Just one more bounce, and it's scored.
Romeo will take the tap 20 and fetch it forward. It'll be Ackroyd, the man to leave the field. Newton going to go back in at dummy half. King in at loose forward, it looks like, for Whitehaven. Hannigan in at dummy half on this occasion, and it'll be Bobby Hartley, the man to fetch it forward. Wrapped up is Hartley, 36 metres away from their own line. Goes left to King. King will take it through the middle. The Italian international's taken down, 5 short of halfway. In at dummy half. Goes left into the hands of Carter. Carter then finds Tia. Curtis Tia will be wrapped up. Couple of metres short of the Halifax 40. Newton will scoot from dummy half, then find Carter. Carter comes in and finds Ollie Smart. Trying to push, make sure he doesn't go over the touchline there. Couple of tackles left in the bank here for Whitehaven. 28 metres out. Into the middle now with Buckley. Buckley will be wrapped up 20 metres out. Newton got options left and right. Will go down the short side left with Carter. Carter will look to get the kick in behind. Saltonstall will be there. Gets away from Carter. Trying to get away from Hannigan. Can't get away. Does get away actually from both. Then trying to get away from King. Saltonstall. Then finds Louis Jouffre. And it's Joey Romeo one-on-one. That has to fetch the French international down. Get a fast play of the ball. Saltonstall dives in at dummy half. He then makes 12, 13, 14 metres. Does the Halifax winger. 13 and a half to go as we make it. Haven 22, Fax 20. Fax over halfway now. Comes left into the hands of McComb. Whitehaven need to attempt to slow it down. He's broken through there as McComb. Joey Romeo's the man to dive on him. Buckley helps him there as well. They're 28 metres out here to Halifax. Goes right into the hands of the Keys. Then finds Tangata. Tangata's going to be taken down. It's a 5 and last. They're 18 metres out. Right hand side of the post. Goes down that short side right to Keys. Keys then looks to step back inside. And he's going to get the offload away. Actually does Keys. And they're going to be in there. No, it's not. Fantastic. Ball and all tackle from Callum Shaw. Because it looked all for money that they're going to be in that right hand side corner. There's bodies strewn all over the place. Looks more like a Royal Rumble out there at the moment.
Yeah, Keys got the ball away there. It was ball and all from Callum was on the wing there to stop that try. He had a man over the pass, but no, he wrapped it up, and Whitehaven look like they're struggling now, Joe. A few bodies down. They look tired, but got to try and see this out now.
James Newton needs some treatment. There's a Halifax man that needs some treatment. Just checking. Like you said, Whitehaven might have used their final interchange. Just checking. He hasn't come back out, so I think he has to say they're just checking the fourth officially at a Whitehaven. No subs left. Lucas Castle has failed. He's either failed his HIA or he's failed the time. So Whitehaven in the final 12 and a half minutes are down with no interchanges. And James Newton, it's a head knock for James Newton as well. It's a head knock for James Newton, which means he may be able to, but then they'll need to get the final sort of 12 and a half minutes in the next 15 minutes for them to have then potentially not go down to 12 men. Says Newton doesn't fail that, as the Halifax doctor's the man to come out onto the field. So if Newton comes off, it's going to be Jack Kellett. They have used all their interchanges at Whitehaven, so just can get a little bit confusing this. They've used all their interchanges, but you can still use a HIA. You've got your 15 minutes. If you pass your HIA, Newton will have to come back on. If he fails his HIA, and Whitehaven have no more interchanges, you have to go down to 12.
Right.
You got that?
I've just got that, yeah.
Yeah. So, if he fails his HIA, he'll have to be done in the next sort of 15 minutes. So it's Sam Ackroyd that's going to go back out there. Bear in mind he's just left the field. Will it be Jack Kellett? Can't be Lucas Castle.
Shrugging shoulders.
They're just shrugging the shoulders. They're trying to work it out at the minute there at Amor. Is Carl Amor, Scott McAvoy. Lucas Phil. Still all trying to work it out themselves. I think at the Whitehaven contingent, it's going to be Jack Kellett that will come on And he'll just have to be. So Newton has failed his HIA. The Halifax doctor's out there with him, as is the physio. They're sort of holding his neck, so we hope it isn't too much issues out there. He's sat up his James Newton for all the good we believe that will do, or is better. But Barrow 14, Widnes 22, Bradford 44, Swinton 0, Dewsbury 22, Sheffield 8, Wakefield 42, Doncaster 6, York 10, Featherstone 6, and Rochdale 22, Hunslet 40. Rochdale defeated Sheffield, Hunslet, I should say, sorry, a couple of weeks ago. Hunslet scored 22 points in the second half so far to Rochdale's 4, and look to be going to Cougar Park next week for potential then to play Swinton the week after. We can say it's Swinton now because they're not going to turn it round in the final minutes.
So they'll play Swinton at Swinton?
They'll play Swinton at Swinton. Yeah, you go to the home of the Championship club. James Newton, he's up on his feet. Well, what a story this could be. Whitehaven down to no interchanges. James Newton has to come off the field with a HIA, and then you've got the man who comes in. Bearing in mind he's played amateur rugby all year. Carl Amos said he's had no pre-season with us. He's had one session, and Jack Kellett is having to go out there as the final sort of roll of the dice, because Lucas Castles, you've lost to an HIA. You're losing James Newton here to an HIA. And just a reminder that if this HIA doesn't get done in 15 minutes from when Newton leaves the field, and he doesn't pass that, Whitehaven potentially could be down to 12 for what would be the final stages.
It looks like he's struggling here, Newt. He's been on around there for a bit. I know there's a few people around him now.
Yeah, and
glad he's on his feet, but
he's struggling. They're looking to hold his neck in place. And they are holding his neck in place as he leaves the field here, so they don't want any movement at all on that neck. We're not going to say any more than that, because we'll let the medical professionals do what they need to do. Hopefully it is all just precautionary.
I've never seen that before, walking off on his neck still.
Yeah, you feel like if stretcher was, they're going to look, they're going to be getting the next, the stretch is there, and they're going to be looking to be getting the next splint and put it in a splint straight away when he does leave the field here. But there is some concern for James Newton. He's going to get applause from the Whitehaven contingent around us in the grandstand. He looks in some discomfort, is James Newton. We're not going to say any more on the subject, but yeah, I understand what you mean, Shacks, that there's some concern there, but the fact they haven't fetched him off on a stretcher.
No, he doesn't look well at all, does he?
No. Back underway here at the recreation ground. 12.5 or just under 12.5 to go as we make it. Evans plays the ball. So it looks to be Jake Carter that's gone into dummy half, or will it be Kellett that's actually going to go out there and play 9? So Kellett's going to scoot from dummy half, and Paul Dye tackle there, and exactly what Whitehaven wants. And Jack Kellett seems to be some sort of lucky charm out there for Whitehaven, because everything seems to have gone out when he went on the field earlier on.
Yeah, he just went on there, he's took a quick play ball and he's went off on a scamper, and he's got a high tackle, he's got Whitehaven out of their own half now, Joe with a penalty. It looks like he's been going all his way today.
Got another stoppage, and the Halifax physio's out with the is it Tangata, or the Tangata that's out there. Don't know what's happening down here, but there is some concern for James Newton, and now it's going to be HIA as well for Adam Tangata, and Ben Hersey will just launch himself onto the field in place of that. So then that's 3 HIAs in this game alone, and it is a Whitehaven penalty on the back of all that. So you imagine that's his afternoon done. Could be James Newton's afternoon done. After all that, it is a penalty to Whitehaven. It's all of it going off all over the place here on the final game of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, there's bodies falling down everywhere, isn't there?
So it's now Ollie Smart will be the man to fetch it forward. The Leeds Rhino Academy youngster being pushed back a metre or two there. He's Smart. Maybe he's Kellett that's going to go in there at 9. Tia now looking to fetch it forward. Options mainly right. Comes into the hands now of Mackenzie Buckley. And Buckley is going to be the man to hit the floor. Kellett in there at dummy half. 35 out of Whitehaven. Finds Ryan King. Might just have to help Kellett round the field here with Whitehaven. Maybe just give him options left and right. And he's lost the ball there as King as he hits the floor. And it's going to be a scrum down head and feed. We make it 11 to go. And it'll be the scrum down for the Panthers 30 metres out.
I don't think King wanted that, did he? I think he got it by mistake and he's struggling at the best, so you try to find a floor. I think the impact of the contact knocked the ball out.
Scrum down head and feed, 30 metres out. Keys feeds it, goes right then. Looking to fetch the ball in the afternoon then. There's no Whitehaven full back at home.
Right.
And it's going to be Woodburn Hall that's in. It'll be his fourth of the afternoon. And the Panthers are going to...
got him!
He's got him down there. Fantastic chase back from Will Evans. But the defence is at 6s and 7s. And Callum Shaw will knock it down.
That's all right, Kidoni.
And it's going to be a knock on, scrum down. But fantastic chasing back from Will Evans.
Why didn't he go to the corner? He was running towards Will Evans. Will Evans come from nowhere and got him. I think that
fantastic chase back. That's twice I've been done this afternoon. Looked like Jake Carter was away earlier on, and it's now Mackenzie Buckley. Just technically just goes down, and I need some treatment, sir, just to give his Whitehaven players a breather out there.
He's been really good, that Woodburn ball today, and he's been really good.
Woodburn Hall has been really, really good.
He's been their best player by a long way.
He still hasn't stopped the clock.
No.
He's struggling with cramp. He's Mackenzie Buckley. He's got the stoppage on the clock now.
Have you got any more subs?
No. They've used them all. Like you say, and that's why if Newton fills his HIA, he'll have to. Whitehaven will have to fetch a man off. Yeah, just confirmed by Lucas Castle down below us that he hasn't passed his HIA. Looks okay, does Lucas, and thankfully he is, but Whitehaven have done it tough with numbers all season, and they're going to do it again this afternoon.
Well, there's no point changing now, Jord.
Yeah, why change the habit of a season? But the Panthers will feed this scrum. They're 10 metres out. Dufresne comes left. Nearly over there is Louis Dufresne. Will Evans looking for the interception. Was expecting the pass and it didn't come, and he's been brought down a metre short of the line as the former French international. Goes right into the hands of a G. G tries to get off and he's near broken out the tackle there. Is Matty G? Is he going to be held up over the line? Has he got it down? Is he held up? He's held up over the line. Whitehaven's defence is at 6s and 7s, trying to keep Matty G out there. Goes right. O'Brien finds Keys. Now Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall's then trying to break his way through. He's the Jamaican international. Looking for his fourth of the afternoon. A metre out. Comes left into the hands of Joe Keys. Keys will then run back to where that ball came from. King fetches him down. 6-7 metres out now are the Panthers. Still a couple of tackles left. Comes left. Couple of pairs of hands and now finds Dufresne. Dufresne's trying to get his arm free. Does so and get the offload away. O'Brien's going to be the man that gets it. Is that the 5 and last? It is. Whitehaven have one more to survive. Keys dives in. Comes left in the hands of Dufresne. Dufresne runs and he's trying to spin there and he's got it down. I thought he'd got that down. I thought he'd scored that. I thought he'd scored that. I thought he had scored that at Louis Dufresne. I thought he'd got that down. It looks like he potentially is given a knock on. But either way, Whitehaven are down to 12. Mackenzie Buckley's left the field. Whitehaven are down to 12 for the remaining 8 minutes here at the recreation ground.
They've got away with it, Joe. I saying like you did. I think that Louis got it down.
I thought he had.
The body jumped on top and he's missed it. And Whitehaven's got a little lifeline here, Joe. They're going to have to be tough though with 12 man down. They're on their own line. They're going to have to find something.
And reminder,
a bit of a look.
If James Newton doesn't come back out here,
back to 11.
They'll be down to 11. Kellerton at dummy half. Tangata seems to have come out, so he should be okay to come back on if the time allows it.
Come off after Newton, didn't he?
He did. But he's still got to wait the full 15 minutes actual time, not game time, before he can come back on.
How Newt walked off, I don't think it's his head, I think it was more neck.
Yeah, well, it could be. But Dean Gebby's now the man. So to confirm, Whitehaven are down to 12 men, and it's going to be a penalty, and it's exactly what Whitehaven need. Hands in on the play of the ball. They needed that penalty. They were just getting penned in.
They needed that, Joe. They're doing it
certainly
for the
did.
moment, and I think this is a great opportunity for them.
He got that down. He got that down, did Louis Dufresne? I'm just having. Be interesting to watch all that one back. It's going to be a hell of a game to watch back this. can't wait
Yeah,
to
it's
watch.
been a
I can't,
great game.
can't wait to watch it back.
For a game that means nothing, they've both had a go. They've been both committed.
I haven't said that an awful lot in the last few weeks. I can't wait to watch this game back, but be a hell of a game to watch back as Curtis Tia is now the man to fetch it forward. But we still ain't over here at the recreation ground. We're just under 7 minutes to go as we make it. Tia wrapped up. Kellett in there at dummy half. King will be the man to fetch it forward, just over halfway in at centre field. It's a slow play of the ball. Comes right now into the hands of Bobby Hartley, and going to be put down onto his back is Hartley. 35 metres out, goes left into the hands then of Joey Romeo. You're feeling this has got to get a sort of a feeling now, Marc Shackley, of next try's the winner.
Yeah, it's all on now, George. Whoever scores net won it.
Kellett goes left into the hands then of O'Brien. O'Brien. That's because Kellett's got O'Brien on his back. Jake Carter. It's a 5 and last.
Tried to win it.
I'll take it. Take anything at the minute, Marc Shackley. Goes right now into the hands of Lachlan Hannigan.
He's nailed it.
Right, okay, fair dues. It's 3 points, which means Halifax then can't go for the 2 point. They come out of nowhere. It's now Whitehaven 23, Halifax 20. Lachlan Hannigan with his first drop goal of the season.
Yeah, great thinking, Joe. I didn't even think of it myself, Joe. Now the kids might have an opportunity to get the ball back and complete another set. Doesn't look like Halifax are rushing to take the kick-off either, so it's all on, Joe.
It is Whitehaven 23, Halifax 20. Jufrey attempts to go short. It goes the 10. Oh!
Great take by Gibby.
And he's just nearly taken Jack Kellett out.
Jumped over Kellett, landed on his head, but it's a great take.
He just looks back at him. There's Jack Kellett. And Dean Gibby's still staring in the eyes through Jack Kellett. There's 5.5 to go as we make it here at the recreation ground. So it's Will Evans. No. Okay. Will Evans looking to get a cross play of the ball. Hannigan's in there at dummy half. Goes left now into the hands of Rio Corkill. And it'll be wrapped up, Will, the Nigerian international. Kellett in at dummy half, just short of halfway. He's going to go left. Got actually go himself. Does Kellett there is Jack Kellett. Looking redemptions left and right. Finds then Lachlan Hannigan.
Great run by Kell.
I tell you what, it's amazing me what Jack Kellett's doing out there for Whitehaven. This is a guy who's played amateur all season. It's the 5 and last. Gebby's going to put the kick in after coming in from dummy half. Jufrey's going to have to deal with it. Gebby's oh no! Just over the dead ball line. Whether Gebby had got there first, we don't think so. Referee James Vella doesn't think so.
He touched it there, Jufrey, as well.
Saltonstall.
Jack Kell again with the break of the run ahead. Been really good. I think it's all the good coaches had this shirt off his coach.
Big shout out to Chris Coward. Is that what you're saying? McComb is going to be wrapped up just over halfway. Goes right to O'Brien. Now finds Keys, then finds Jufrey. Jufrey's nearly through. Come across then to Woodburn Hall. Woodburn Hall's going to be the man that's wrapped up by Ryan King. Went into the final 4 minutes here at the recreation ground as we make it. Comes left to Keys. Bear in mind, Whitehaven are doing this with 12 men at the moment, and from what we're hearing from down below us, if that 15 minutes elapses, they'll finish with 11. It's a 5 and last. Louis Jufrey is going to be taken down. Whitehaven's defence able to hold Jufrey up. Fantastic there, and it's lost over the line. Joey Romeo can take a top 20, and it's got to be. That's got to be. It's got to go. James Vella.
Oh my word!
It's got to go. He's got to go. Adam O'Brien had just stepped in front of Joey Romeo.
That's 2 Simpkins let
That's
go.
That's 2. There's bodies dropping all over the place here. And Dean Gebby's nearly through. Carter's in there at dummy half. The Papua New Guinean staying down now. Got it. 2 to go, but in the less than 3 minutes to go here at the recreation ground. I don't think my clock is a million miles away. But Dean Gebby is needing some treatment. It's the Halifax physio that's out there at the moment, because the Whitehaven physio we still believes in with James Newton. We're probably thankful Halifax has got 2 doctors here, because otherwise I don't think this game would have or could have continued, because the doctor's been in with James Newton ever since he left the field. BBC Radio, Cumbria Sports Online. I make it 2 minutes 47 to go here at the recreation ground. It's Whitehaven 23, Halifax 20. Whitehaven currently down to 12 players. Go! Oh, Matty G could see red.
He's gone.
Matty G could see red here. He's caught Callum Shaw high, and this could be Matty G, and it could be 12 points apiece. He's got to go as Matty G. And because he jumped into it as well, Shacks.
Matty G's not that kind of player either, Jordy.
He's not.
He's run out there trying to put a hit on and make a mistake, but he's got to go for that.
He's got to go. 2.5 to go as we make it. And I think Matty G's about to see red.
I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, do you know what, Jordy?
Wouldn't surprise me if he only sees 10 though.
He should have given 2 Simmons before. Not Matty G, but Halifax, and he never. And to be fair, Jordy, I don't think he's going to give anything here. Just a pen. He hasn't called his touch, which is nothing.
No, but they're all communicating via earpiece these days, aren't they? And he's having some conversations.
You can't say.
He's calling the captain out, he's putting it on report. He's calling the captain. If he's calling the captain out first, he's putting it on report. He's called O'Brien and G out here. I think he's got to say there's no mitigation.
It's got
his back pocket.
Yeah.
He's gone, he's Matty G. We said he had to go. It wasn't malicious, he's just caught him high, but there was no mitigation in that. Is the phrase we hear in Super League week in, week out. And Halifax, well, it's 12 apiece.
Yeah,
because Whitehaven are down to 12 anyways.
You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get out of the line, put a shot on it, and make a mistake, but it's gone all wrong. He's put a bit of footwork on. He's caught him high. It's definitely a red, Joe. Definitely.
2.5 to go as we make it. Hannigan will put the ball into touch. Whitehaven are 2 minutes away. Could have done with this a couple of weeks ago. Will Evans will take the tap. It means at the moment they'll go down on points difference, which is an awful thing to go down on. They were saved on it last season. It's not anywhere near as close as last season, of course, but it means they'll go down on points difference because Bradford are currently 15-0 up at home to Swinton. Kellett in there at dummy half, goes left to Carter, pops it up to Curtis Tia. And Tia's going to be put down onto his back. I make it win into the final 2 minutes here at the recreation ground.
One, George.
King. I mean, you get a draw if they do score a 4-pointer and can't convert, but we'll have to wait and see what they'll do. Still a couple of tackles left in the bank, in line with the right hand side. Post comes right now from Kellett in a dummy half to Hannigan. Hannigan, I thought he was nearly through there, was the Australian. Put down, 5 and last. 2-3 metres out. Joey Romeo's in a dummy half, and you've got a stoppage in play.
I don't think I've been a half. Has that meant any injuries? It seems to take forever, doesn't it?
It seems to be taking forever, yeah. Although there's only one game I say. Well, no, there's quite a few games. It's finished now. Barrow 24, Widnes 26, Dewsbury 28, Sheffield 8. 30 seconds left. We're told from behind us, Wakefield have racked 70 up against Doncaster. Are you getting updates on the United game? No, I've seen, don't worry about it. What was that? Well, yeah, fair news. I think he could have played 30 seconds this afternoon, Jack Kellett, and he'd probably still got man of the match.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's come on and he's done really well from where he's come from. I'm chuffed for the lad. This is another bad injury. 30 seconds. It's going to be a while. I think that's for the stretcher, George.
As you said, Shacks, I've never known a half with so many injuries. There's been HIAs all over the place.
You feel sorry for the guys because last game of the season as well. They just want to get off the sunset after a long hard year. And it's a leash you need now, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
To be fair, she's blow up.
If it was maybe if there was 20 points in it, maybe, but maybe 3 point Shacks. I don't think Halifax will be all too happy with that. the Halifax man. I can't quite see who it is, but he's being helped from the field. He hasn't needed the stretcher, and whoever it is, we wish him well. But he's being helped off, and Charlie Graham, well, yeah, to be honest, I didn't even notice he'd come off the field, so he's going back on. So with 30 seconds to go here at the recreation ground. It's 23-20. Joey Romeo's looking to go over himself, and he's going to be wrapped up. Halifax have less than 30 seconds. O'Brien's in at dummy half. Graham will be the man to fetch it forward. King, Kellett and Hannigan all involved in the tackle. O'Brien in it once more. The Keys goes right to Jufre. Jufre's trying to get round the man, gets round Bobby Hartley. No, he doesn't, he's wrapped up. Into the hands now with Davies. Finds Leroyer. There's the hooter! It's Whitehaven, it's full time. Whitehaven 23, Halifax Panthers 20. And Whitehaven have completed their comebacks of all. Comebacks, there was 16 points down, it was 16 all at the break. And then tries from Jake Carter. Jack Kellett should have had a try before that, but it was the Kellett break. Carter on the left hand side in support, able to convert his own try. It was then 22-16. Woodburn Hall then over to go over for his hat-trick on the right hand side. Following that, James Newton knock on, but Jeffrey not able to add the extras, and that was Halifax 20, Whitehaven 22, Halifax 20. And then Hannigan tagged on the drop goal with 5 or 6 minutes to go. Whitehaven finished with 12 men. Halifax finished with 12 men following the red card for Matty G on the high tackle on Callum Shaw. It's finished here at the recreation ground. Whitehaven 23, Halifax 20.